Today we have so much big and exciting news coming out of the world of CS2 to talk about, to cover, and go over. One of the first ones being this. Gabe Fowler tweeted out, various sources are saying that CS2 devs banned more than 300k accounts related to bot farms. Now, I do not know exactly how much 300k means in the grand scheme of things. Is that a lot? Is that most of them? Is that just beginning to scratch the surface? No matter what, it seems like a significant amount. And either way, as an investor and just somebody who enjoys diving into the CS markets and enjoys cases and items and all that stuff, I will gladly accept 300k less bot farms out there, bot farming accounts, or any really amount less. But either way, it's a sign that Valve is doing something and that they're actively doing things, and that is good for the markets in so many ways. So we're going to be talking about this and much more in this video today. But of course, first, just want to mention real quick, if you are looking to sell any of your CS2 items, maybe cash out your entire inventory, you should definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. DM me. Let me know what you're selling. Let me know how much you're looking to get. I'm buying pretty much anything and everything for the right price. And of course, by selling to me, you're helping support me, my channel, and my content. But you're also turning your items into cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method safely, effectively, and efficiently. So yeah, we can get something done. I don't know. Hit me up. Let's see what's up. So, like I said, Gabe Fowler had previously, feels like a couple weeks ago at this point, I don't know, all the days and weeks and months are kind of blurring together. It's been a crazy time for me. But he did tweet out kind of recently that there were some bot farms that were starting to get cracked down on. And now it seems like more of that is even going on. Again, this was towards the end of May, early June, whatever, this is happening again. And these people do not like Gabe Fowler for whatever reason. He says he's getting death threats again, which is obviously pretty insane, pretty crazy. But a common response and stuff like that here is that, hey, player numbers are about to drop. People are worried that every time bot farms and botting accounts start to get banned, that CS2 numbers are going to start looking worse, that numbers are going to start dropping, because there's some people out there that think, hey, just because they aren't enjoying Counter-Strike right now, or they think that X, Y, or Z is an issue with Counter-Strike and it's preventing them from playing, they think that most of the people playing are bots, and they think the big increase in the player base that CS2 has seen so far in 2024 is botted players and whatever. But there's like the comment here says that this didn't happen. When you look at the actual player base numbers for CS2, you can see that despite the fact that players have been getting actively banned throughout a lot of months in 2024 and a lot of weeks in 2024 so far, we are not seeing a player base drop. We're actually still continuing to see a month-over-month player base increase, even holding strong into the month of June. Now, is it slowing down a little bit? Yes, we saw 12%, then 5%, then 3%, now less than 1%, but we're just a little bit into June so far. Also, things generally slow down a lot over summer. It's good weather. People are starting to get outside more. Yes, people have more free time, not having school and stuff like that. But people go on vacations. People have sports. People have all kinds of things that they're maybe not going to be inside as much, where, hey, into the fall and winter, things are going to start to pick back up again. So even if we can see minimal growth, even if we saw a flat line player bases throughout the summer, that would be a very, very good sign. The fact that we are still seeing some growth so far into June as people are starting to get out of school and starting to do more things, I think is a great sign. And this is also while a lot of these accounts are getting banned. Imagine if these accounts weren't getting banned. These numbers would look even crazier. So again, people are skeptical. People are constantly negative. People are talking about, hey, player-based numbers are going to drop, but that is not what we are seeing so far. Osni also said the first numbers of the case farm ban wave are starting to show up. Today's game ban numbers are already 19 times higher than average. So here we go. On May 30th, he said, we started to see like 2,600 game bans, and this was as the numbers were just starting to increase. Obviously, we ended up seeing more than that. He said, keep in mind, Converse has a small database. Real numbers are much, much, much higher. This is just a way to see ban evolutions over time. So again, you shouldn't necessarily be looking at the cold hard numbers, but instead the trends, and seeing that, hey, those lines were trending up exponentially. That's really giving you a better idea. Again, the overall number itself doesn't really matter. It's just the numbers that they have compared to the previous numbers, and seeing that growth and using that as a comparison. And then, yeah, so obviously a bunch of people are asking, hey, is this going to impact the market in a meaningful way? Osni says, if all or most case farming is eliminated, there will be a lower case supply, and it might affect the market long term, but what do I know? But obviously this is the big deal. This is why it necessarily matters to me and why it should matter to you. Again, case farmers, not only are they, breaking terms of service, doing some weird stuff, making it harder for people, and just kind of overall being annoying. Yes, case farming isn't as big of an issue necessarily anymore for the average player, because now they kind of do it on their own games, their own servers and stuff. They're not like in your own deathmatch and stuff like that. But again, if you are somebody that, even if you just like collecting your weekly drops and selling them without case farming, your weekly drops are going to be worth more, since there's going to be less supply out there. But especially if you are an investor, a collector, somebody that has money in cases or skins or whatever, this affects everything, because even if you just own skins, this could potentially affect you because, again, as case farmers farm more cases, that is going to be more supply. Not only more supply of all the cases, but more supply of all the skins inside of them as well, which keeps down the prices of skins and down the prices of cases. So if there are less case farming going on, there's going to be less cases overall. There's going to be less skins that are inside of those cases overall, and that is good for the markets over time, especially to not be artificially kept down. So this is definitely something big and definitely something to keep an eye out on. And again, as somebody who owns a lot of cases, this is something I'm excited about because I already think that cases are really, really good investments, but especially if cases aren't being kind of unfairly farmed and unfairly the supply and quantities being increased, that is potentially going to be a very, very good thing for the markets in the long term. I don't think we'll necessarily see a short-term impact on that. We could, but I think especially in the long term, it's going to be better. Thor tweeted out this. He said, your account is locked and restricted from playing on secure servers in response to a violation of the Steam subscriber agreement or until the account's owner contacts Steam support. Seems like a response to the accounts that are being banned due to case farming. Aqua is missing had something along the same lines to say. This new type of restriction has been added to Counter-Strike 2 with the latest update. Your account is locked and restricted from playing on secure servers in response to violation of the Steam subscriber agreement or until the account's owner contacts Steam support. Case farmers be gone. So again, you can see people talking about this everywhere. Now, we also saw some crazy things going on here as well. Last night, SkinSwap tweeted this on May 30th. Counter-Strike banned all community banned Steam accounts from playing on secure servers. As a result, this means that tens of millions of dollars worth of community banned skins will never be seen on official Valve servers ever again. Here are some of the rare and unique skins that will never be seen again. Here we have a 4X Catto 14 Virtus Pro on the M4A4 Emperor Stat Track Factory New. Pretty sick skin, pretty crazy skin. Again, this one has now apparently been banned. We are not going to be seeing that. Did they send anything else? I don't know. I thought this was going to be a whole thread. Okay, yeah. I don't know why they threw in this random agent here. Here we have a Katowice 4X Medusa with some Titan hollows on it. Obviously, very, very crazy. Here we have a couple of Dragon Lores with some Catto 14, some iBuy powers. Here's another Dragon Lore. This one has some, what is this, Boston or something like that. Those are still pretty cool. We have a case-hardened Blue Gem M9 bayonet. So yeah, some pretty crazy stuff being banned there. And again, just overall, not only just the insane high-tier skins getting banned, but all the skins getting banned. Again, that is going to be less. Even the accounts that just got banned with a bunch of cases on them still because they haven't been able to cash out or sell or whatever, that's going to be interesting. Also, a lot of these case farmers, even the ones that have not been banned yet, not having the ability to mass sell on sites like Buff163, which provide a lot of liquidity for them, is again going to be a very, very good sign. So all of these signs overall are good news for cases and skins and a lot of CS items in the long term overall as investments. This should be increasing or at least helping increase the value. But again, something like this showing that the player base is increasing as well, that's also great news for the markets and great news for CS2 investing. Osni tweeted out similar stuff last night. CS2's update with targeted case farmers. According to Gabe Follower, over 300 accounts got locked. Now these accounts can't play on Valve servers, maybe to avoid the reselling of the accounts to cheaters. Curious to see how this will affect CS2 player numbers. And again, we haven't really seen anything like that yet. But then also we got this a couple days later, May 31st, new ban wave in CS2. Looks like another ban wave is ongoing. Banned accounts seem to be connected to gambling sites. Likely millions of dollars in skins got banned already, and bans are still rolling out at the moment. So what have we seen in terms of so far the short-term impact? Again, I do think this is a very, very good sign for cases in the medium and long term. So far, we haven't really seen anything too crazy going on. Prisma 2, again, rare cases are going to be affected less by bot farmers than active duty cases, but still, something like the Prisma 2 seems like it's been flat for so long. This thing's down 26% in the last 6 months, but down 3% in the last month, still pretty flat. Haven't really seen anything too crazy going on there. Operation Riptide case, wanted to look at a discontinued case. It's up 7% in the past month, but pretty flat over the past 6 months and in the past year, pretty flat as well. Again, some of these rare cases with the bigger supply, want to check those out as well. Clutch case in the past month is overall pretty flat. It had this big dip, but has rebounded so insanely well. Anyone who bought the dip on the clutch case has definitely done well in the past like 2 or 3 weeks. But then taking a look at how, banning bots and Buff163 stuff and all this stuff has maybe impacted actively dropping cases a little bit, and it looks like it's been pretty good. Dreams and Nightmares case up 13% in the past month. Again, those cases for bot farmers, you're most often going to be getting an active duty case, obviously. So if there are less bot farmers, that is really going to slow down the number of actively dropping cases that are getting dropped, and Dreams and Nightmare being one of the most popular ones of those. When this supply kind of gets constrained, it's going to increase fast, and that's why you've seen a 13% increase in this thing in the past month, which is definitely pretty crazy. And then, of course, the Kilowatt case, the newest case, the one that's you know, the kind of the one that's changing the most on the markets right now. Super volatile. You can see this has been all over the place, but it's down 12% overall in the past month. But again, I definitely want to continue to follow and track these numbers over the next like 1 month, 6 months, a year, to see where the case market goes. But again, as a case investor and somebody that owns them, it's never going to be a bad thing to have bot farmers getting banned or dealt with or whatever. And again, at the very least, it's a great sign that Valve is doing things. They're banning accounts that are connected to gambling sites. They're banning cheaters. They're banning bot farmers. This is good news for CS2 in the long run. So I'm excited, and I think you should be too. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.